Hello everybody, and today we are going to do perhaps the most overpowered path in Hearts of Iron 4. That is the Communist United States. So, let's get it started. We'll turn on Iron Man, why not? I'm not going to go for any achievements, but who cares? So, the United States starts off with some pretty bad modifiers. Genuinely, I believe it's to make it so they don't get overpowered immediately, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and start setting up our civs. And also, we're going to build up this infrastructure later. But for the path we're taking, we're only going to build civs and any factories, really, outside of the southern states. That's right. We're going to take the path that leads to the Civil War. Then we're going to defeat Japan. And then we're going to defeat Germany. This video will just be the Civil War. I'm sorry, Virginia, but sadly, you will rebel. So that should be enough civs for the USA. Begin our research. So I like to research those things first for the USA because we've got the 3 research slots to get started on everything. And then we also need to get our infantry equipment ready to go. Factories. Start off with a deficit of a lot. Let's fill out all these ships. I think we should try to build a kick-ass navy today to take when we take down Japan. Because I could cheese it, you know, but I'm not gonna. I mean, I will defend the Philippines with literally everything I have, which is a little cheese, I guess. But that's fine. Let's go ahead and take away the carrier fighter. Just because I'm still not great with the navy, so I'm not the best with the carriers. Oh, geez, 4 out of 10. Okay. Let's get these on guns. And put one more on support equipment. So since we're USA, we're going to go for heavy tanks ultimately. First focus we have to take is continue the New Deal. Because we need to get rid of these Great Depression modifiers. And we'll also get these infantry divisions in training ready to go. It's as many as we can. Okay, maybe not that many. We'll also start training for some chromium to build those ships. Okay, what I do is I take every division I have and I turn it into our infantry division. And I'll go ahead and throw them in an army and then take 12 of them. So we're going to eventually end up stationing all of this army in the Philippines to defend it from Japan, which will make us taking down Japan in the future a lot easier. But we're not going to do that quite yet. And I'm going to give them an order to defend along this border. This border is essentially going to be... It's going to let us get to the Confederacy quickly. So, once the war breaks out, it's a very easy war to win. Alright, so... As the United States, we just got 150 PP for that focus. Political power is the most crucial thing, so we've got to try to keep some of that. We're just going to keep going down this path as far as we can, and then we'll take suspend the persecution. And the other important thing is the United States is, frankly, you need the House and the Senate to be with you, and this is why political power is so important. So as you see right now, we're still in the Great Depression, so we're only gaining 1.15 per day. And then obviously we're taking a national focus, which takes away 0.1 per day. So we're going to need to keep the House and the Senate in support of us. But we don't have to worry about that right now because we're still taking our focus. I'm going to use my first 150 PP on the silent workhorse so I can get even more later. See, now we're making 0.45 per day, and we can get the Senate back. The House and the Senate, Congress, back in our control as soon as we want. Alright, we finished WPA. We've got another 150 PP to spend. And let's also take the Agricultural Adjustment Act. I'm going to spend this PP on... can't quite spend it on Dwight Eisenhower yet. So I'm actually going to save it for now until I can get Dwight Eisenhower. Okay, we've done Agricultural Adjustment Act. Now we can suspend the persecution. And I still can't get Dwight Eisenhower yet. It's okay, soon. I can now take Dwight Eisenhower. And you know, I said that we're going to go with heavies, but since it's the AI, I think we're going to go with mediums for this run and just try to get a lot of tank divisions. Let's also get some more chromium. In fact, let's get it from our future friends in the Soviet Union. We will be joining the Comintern in this path, because we are going to need to help them defeat the German Reich. Alright, we've taken Suspend the Persecution now, and we can reach out to the WHERE group. This will give us some actual pretty good political advisors for free. We don't even have to pay any, we won't even have to pay any political power for them. What's not to like about that? So the other thing about the USA is that we have this unique economy law called undisturbed isolation, which essentially means that until we get rid of it, either through focus or being at war, or having more than 50% war support, which won't happen as the United States. I've never actually gotten over 50% war support without actually being at war, or otherwise it'd take way too long. But that means we cannot change our conscription law, and we can change our trade law, but we don't have to quite yet. Can't change our economy law. It's a terrible thing, but it prevents the USA from becoming super overpowered immediately. So for the election of 36, we're just going to stick with the Democrats here. A senator from Alabama offered some support, and he wants me to build a munitions plant. No, because you're going to secede. Sorry. And now, just after the election, the House of Representatives hates me, so I'm going to go ahead and do a medium lobbying effort. It's going to make us lose some political power per day, and I'm also going to do some special measures. Alright, we've reached out to the WHERE group. Can't really do anything else right now because we don't have, for one, the legislation for the Fair Labor Standards Act is still being drafted. Basically, you need to take a certain number of days to do the focus. In this case, 230. So that's what? That's 3.5 focuses. So we're going to head over to the War Department and start getting things kicked up a little bit. We're going to try to build a super powerful navy once I get that naval research done. But right now I'm researching tanks. I'm doing it off camera because nobody needs to see all that. So I'm going to build some convoys for now. Can never have too many convoys. And now we have some army experience, so I'm going to go ahead and make some 24 width with 2 artillery battalions because we're the United States. We're going to be making a crap ton of artillery once it gets down to it. And I'm also going to continue researching tanks. We're not going to have tanks for the Civil War. There's no way I'm going to be able to produce enough in time with the armored divisions that I'm planning to use for the war in Europe and whatnot. But that's fine. The Civil War is actually super easy. I have never had any trouble with it. It's the other Civil War, if you're trying to flip fascist, that I have trouble with. So when it comes to the WHERE group, I like to use the financial expert, and I like to use the editor to get even more PP. But we're going to replace one of these with Earl Broder so we can start getting communist support when we get a chance. Alright, we don't have the representatives in Congress to do either of these. I wanted to do the Two-Ocean Navy Act, but we're not quite there yet. I've just completely lost the House. Eventually I'm going to make it so that this doesn't matter, but let's do another medium lobbying effort. Let's go ahead, and for now, we're going to get rid of this guy and add Earl Broder. I don't know how to say it. He's a filthy commie anyways. Let's get the 5th research slot. Why not? Alright, now we can take the Fair Labor Standards Act, and soon we'll be able to flip communist. We just need 35% support for Communist Party USA. Oh, okay. A lot of stuff just happened at once there. Oh, Amelia Earhart survived. That's good. She's going to come to us when we start the Civil War. She's going to be available as a fighter race. So, we'll have her. Okay, a lot of stuff is happening again. Got the Fair Labor Standards Act done. Again, not much we can do yet. Let's desegregate the armed forces and get some more manpower. Why not? We'll do it. What is it? 37? We'll do it about 10 years too early. 9 years too early. Truman did it in 1946, I believe. And I've also got my Navy doing exercises to get naval experience for once I start building my ships. Basically submarine 3s and then some light cruisers and destroyers. Oh, the senator from Utah wants a munitions plant. Well, he's not gonna rebel against me, so let's go ahead and build him one. Right now, in fact. Why not? You can have one, man. You're not a meanie. So we've desegregated the armed forces. We can go for full desegregation. That'll start the Civil War path. So I'm not going to do that quite yet. Now, since I have the support in Congress now, I can't. Wow. I'm just teetering on the edge of enough. Special measures. I think I can do it now. I still can't. Why? Why does the government hate me? I need more senators, guys. Come on, I need more senators. This is ridiculous. I need more representatives, guys. What did I ever do to you? That's terrible. Let's go ahead and build the Pentagon. Why not? I like spying on people. In fact, we can actually build our spy agency now if we wanted to, but let's not. Why are you criticizing me? I'm doing my best, guys. Okay? Stop criticizing me. I'm only going to lead this country into a civil war and kill millions of people. But other than that, I'm doing my best, guys. Ooh, now that we have enough army experience, let's go ahead and make our medium tank. Why not? You could tell me I'm wrong for doing this. In fact, we're not going to put a heavy cannon on it because that'll ruin our reliability in the damn thing. At least statistically, since this is basically going to be used to destroy infantry, I've always found the close support gun works pretty well for me. And then we're the United States. We can do a 3-man turret. We need a radio, wet ammunition storage, smoke launchers to get some extra breakthrough. And then let's get some more soft attack. Why not? We can put in a little cannon. Got 95% reliability. That means we can go up a bit higher. I'm not sure how fast the meta is to make these things, but I'm comfortable with going up to 7 kilometers per hour for 85% reliability. If this tank sucks, let me know genuinely, because I'm not the greatest at building these things, but it's fine. It's all right. We got the M3 Lee. We'll start producing it, and I'll also make the division for it once I get more army experience. But we'll be building mills real soon. In fact, right after these ones. And right now, it doesn't look like we have many civilian factories, but trust me, once I change my economy law, we're gonna have a ridiculous amount of them. It's actually crazy. We have built the Pentagon, and we've also researched some stuff. Isn't that great? Now we can spy on people, and we know a little bit more than we did yesterday. That's what I love about life. You know, it's really the little things. Can we become communist yet? Not yet. I probably should have looked at what percent I am communist, but that's fine. We can add somebody to our military high command. Let's go with the close air support, because close air support is incredibly important in this meta right now. And it's also incredibly OP, so that helps too. And because of the desegregation, we're almost up to 1 million manpower. Yeah, in fact, we are now, but I think that's going to go down. Okay, a bunch of crap happens again. We finished Department of Defense. I don't think I have the House support yet still. Every time I try to get it up, it just won't go up. That's what she said. Our people are abandoning the naval treaty. We will eventually. Well, we won't, because it'll just expire soon, because the war is going to start. But, yeah. I can finally do it. I can do the Two Ocean Navy Act. Guys, it's a miracle. Let's do it. Alright, I've got some PP to spare. Let's get George Patton. He's the mobile warfare expert. I believe the United States starts on superior firepower, but we're actually going to move over to mobile warfare just because we're going to have a lot of tanks. And yes, now I'm going to have the Navy of my dreams, but I can't have the communists of my dreams yet. But that's okay, because we need to do one more act, and that's the Federal Housing Act. But let's put these dockyards to use, shall we? Aha, we have taken the Federal Housing Act. We are out of the Great Depression, and we have enough to become communist. Now we're really going to get going. Also, battlefield support's the best doctrine. And just like that, we are the Communist States of America. And now we can begin on our path to the Civil War, you could take either the full desegregation, or you can take the Union Representation Act. I just do full desegregation first because I'm black. That's genuinely the only reason why. Would have been based as hell if this happened in real life, to be honest. And for this playthrough, I'm going to try out having 30 with tanks with 2 motorized artillery. It's not the normal template that I use, but screw it. It's time to have fun. We're going to try it. Why not? If it's bad, tell me. If it's good, tell me. But subscribe. Alright, so we've desegregated fully. We're not going to bow to the mob, mostly because I don't want to lose any stability. And why not spend some political power? I'm not going to bow to some racists now, alright? This is the communist states of America, where everybody is equal. Unless if you're like, probably like anything but like a white guy. Like, they're probably still racist. Like a white straight dude, that's the life in the communist states of America. Anybody else? You're not part of our country, even though I'm a black guy, so I don't know why I'm saying whatever. We're gonna not bow to the mob. And we're also gonna, just to spite them, we're gonna pass the Union Representation Act, which will basically always give us a majority in Congress no matter what. That's why it's good. That totally sounds like, oh, they've escalated into violence. That sucks. But that totally sounds like legal and like definitely democratic. So that's great. But now people are going to start moving munitions factories, civilian factories, and governors are going to start mobilizing their National Guard because they're scared that they're going to have to sit at the same seat as a black person. See, he's moving his arm, he's moving his military factory. It's like, dude, we're human beings too, I swear. They're just, now soldiers are deserting. It's like, just because you have to sit next to a black person. Let's also get signal company. We're going to need it for our tanks. Okay, we've passed the Union Representation Act. Congress will always like me, so that's good. And let's start moving down this path so we can start reintegrating the states after they secede. Oh, I never noticed. Jimmy Doolittle of the Doolittle Raid fame is available as a military high command member, but we're not going to take him. We'll probably go with Mark Clark for just infantry. Oh, I was about to research stuff, and they have seceded. Alright, so it starts off with just one state, and then it'll expand to all of them really quickly. There's a neutral block. There's a path that you can take to get them to not go neutral, I think. But I don't know what it is, and I haven't looked into it yet. But who cares? They're not enemies. They'll rejoin us in a minute. We've got exiled divisions there. Let's just research motorized rocket artillery, because we're going to use those when we start making our motorized divisions. Let's let them all secede first. Okay, they've all seceded. It is time. Dwight, you have been training your whole life for this moment. Now, you can't just battle plan this. Genuinely, I've never had any trouble with it. Maybe I'm just that good at making battle plans. But I'll also set up... Oh, Soviets want to send me some volunteers. Why not? Let's also ask them for some Lend-Lease, because I actually need artillery. So if you can send me some, that would help out a lot, and I'll be able to get these divisions in the field a lot quicker. So I'm going to set up my Air Force real quick, and then we'll get the war started. At the same time as our war is going, it appears that World War II is kicking off. So that's interesting. We've got a couple years till Japan attacks us, so that's fine. We don't have to worry about that. We'll be able to win this quite quickly. Let's go ahead and strategic redeploy everybody just to get them ready to go. Oh, and it looks like I've got to assign these guys to some orders so you can just deploy. Alright, guys, are you ready? They cannot take Washington, D.C. Okay, this has got to be like the Civil War, where it's like the most defended place in the country. We need some steel, because literally all of our steel is like produced here. So we're going to take some of it from them, just real quick. And then also, let me make sure I've got all my civs doing what I need them to do. Wow, Richmond fell that quickly. Interesting. In the Civil War, in real life, like the first Civil War, this would be the second Civil War, I suppose, Richmond didn't fall for a long time. Mostly due to McClellan's incompetence, but whatever. So casualty-wise, so far, we've taken 1,000, they've taken 36,000, and I haven't even done any, like, manual encirclements, because this war is so easy. Genuinely, I could battle plan everything until we take on the Axis powers and be just fine. Like, once you invade the Japanese home islands, it's so easy. And I was integrating all these guys into the army because I don't really care. And Earhart wants to enlist, like I said. She's going to become a flying ace for us. Sure thing. War update, we've taken 21,000 casualties. They've taken 144,000 casualties. I don't want to defeat them too quickly, but it's whatever. I guess we're just doing extra good today. Now we can get rid of undisturbed isolation. For the United States, we can just go with partial. Perfect. We're gonna have so many. We're gonna have so many factories. Look at how many we have. Once we get our country back, and I can now change my conscription law when I need to. It's great. This war is over, by the way. They're about to capitulate once I take Mobile. Hey, don't sink my ship. Give us compensation. We're gonna fight soon anyway. All right, that's the war. We win. Good job, guys. Way to go. Let's deal with the fallout from this, and then I'll end this episode here. Japan gave us compensation. Naval war went well. All right, we're back together. We've got factories on factories on factories. Let's just get set to build a bunch of mills. And then I'm going to be done for now. Let's get our research caught up. Just in case I forget, we can now build 1940 subs, which is what we wanted. I'm a big fan of subs. Alright. Thank you guys for watching this, and I will catch you in the next one.